Hello, what is up guys? I'm here today, and today I have for you a video where we're going to be showing you the mechanics of every boss in Ebondrake Lair to help new players get ready to go ahead and run this dungeon. So anyway, this is the first boss of the dungeon, so all you're going to do with these two guys is they need to die at the same time. If you have a way to keep them together, or if you can make your tank kind of grab their aggro both to keep them together, you can use AoE skills to burst them down, as you see we're doing right now, but then he SS's away, so we got to split up and fight him down. But anyway, they need to die at the same time, or relatively close to the same time, because once one dies, it transfers energy and heals them back up. So you need to make sure that they die relatively quickly. As you can see, we drop them both here. He gets a heal right at the end from that, but then doesn't actually survive the rest of the way, so we got him done. So that's the first boss, super simple, just make sure they both die at the relatively same time. So now there's two ways to go ahead and kill the trash mobs in the next area. You can either go ahead and jump down if you're higher AP and just kill all the stuff down there, or if you're lower AP, you can go to this little side panel here, fight the little mini-boss, and go ahead and pull the lever to kill all of the trash mobs to make your adventure a little bit easier. So this next boss is relatively easy. You're going to need two people to go ahead and do the mechanics, plus a tank, and hopefully a frost sheath or a stone shield to make your life a bit easier. So the mechanic for this boss is actually relatively simple. All you need to do for this one is have two far marks. So our first far mark is the Force Master you see on the right of the screen that just got pulled in. They're going to get a poison debuff placed above their head, so you can see they have the orb above their head. I'm the second far mark, so I'm going to hang out further back. After the boss is done spitting the poison debuffs, they're going to throw a bomb at the second far mark. The two far marks then need to stand next to each other, as you can see right there. We actually kind of screwed up the mechanic because she didn't get hit by the bomb right there, but you're both supposed to get hit by the bomb, which completes the mechanic, and then the bomb hopefully hits the boss as well. So after that mechanic has gone and run through, the boss is going to enter another DPS phase where you can go ahead and fight him for a couple seconds, but after a second he's going to go ahead and do this big red AoE. This is when you need to go ahead and use your party protect. So if you're a Force Master or Destroyer, use your party protect. Otherwise you're going to need to use a bubble as a main character, so one of your 5-second iframes, or just go ahead and mash your Qs and Es to dodge all those attacks. It does it 3 times, and then repeats at the basic same attack rotation that you've been dealing with already. So there'll be another far mark phase where you have to do the bomb thing that he's going to go ahead and do right now, and it's just basically a rinse and repeat of the mechanics we've already done, so we're just going to fast forward through the rest of it. So anyway, what you're going to have to do after you kill the boss is go ahead and fight through some trash mobs, relatively simple. The big takeaway here is using group skills to kill them faster, and make sure you talk to Soha at the end of the hallway to complete the quest. If you don't talk to her, you don't get to complete the quest. So that brings us to the most wipe-inducing boss of this entire dungeon, and it's this lady right here. So she's deceptively easy with her HP, but you need to make sure you save your F-roll and SS for this part right here. So she's going to suck you all in. You need to F-roll and SS immediately. If you get caught in that red AoE, you are dead. So at this point, you need to chill out here for a bit, or if your Force Master has a party protect or your assassin, you can jump back in and be protected from the projectiles that make you dance. Once again, it's another suck, so you need to make sure you do the same thing, F-roll and SS out. I tab escaped, so I got stuck, as you can see right there, and that would have been the end of me if our party didn't kill the boss. So make sure you save the F-roll and SS for right there. We did have a bit higher DPS than a normal party going through this, so it did make it look a little bit worse than it actually should have been. After this, it's just more trash mobs until you get to the final boss, so go ahead and eliminate those as quickly as possible. So anyway, this boss has two different mechanic areas. So it has a soul separation mechanic and a non-soul separation mechanic. What I'm going to do in this is show you both phases. So during the 2 phases that it happens, I'll do one in soul separation, one out of soul separation. Basically though, this first bit here, just DPS the boss. Let your tank everything to the one side, dodge bid-reg circles on the ground, unlike me who likes to get hit by them, as you can see. But anyway, after he does these mechanics or these little bits of things, he's going to put a red text above the top that says cast soul separation. So the 2 furthest players are going to go into soul separation, and the players that are in soul separation need to kill the guys that are holding the orbs above their head. As you can see, they drop the orb and it sends into the middle of the boss. So jump over the rings that spawn as well, otherwise those rings will knock you over and then you'll eventually get CC'd and won't be able to do the next phase. For this part, you need to make sure you have knockdown spect if you're going into soul separation. You need to knock down the boss when the CC bars open, otherwise your whole party is going to take a boatload of damage. So as you can see right now, the bars open up, we hit the knockdown, boss goes down, our players get knocked out, you saw they were up in little bubbles, and we can go back into regularly DPSing the boss. One thing of note is when you see that distorts gravity text pop up, that's if you're a party protect player, you need to go ahead and throw your party protect down for your party right there, or you're going to need to use your own bubble or iframe or whatever to get through that. So we're back to regular DPSing, and eventually another phase will come up here in a second. So this once again is another soul separation phase. As you see, he's casting soul separation. I made sure that I was close to the boss this time, so I didn't go into soul separation. So if you are outside of soul separation, you see the orbs are dropping down because people have killed the bosses inside. What you need to do is block these orbs. Make sure you block the orbs. Unfortunately, I was the only one going around blocking the orbs during this, so I didn't manage to get them all. I think I got 2 of them. I get knocked away on this one and don't get the block on that one either. But you need to block those orbs. That is the mechanic. As you see, he had a massive heal because we didn't get that. Once again, the people in Soul Separation are going to knock down the boss when we get to that point. So as you can see, if you're outside of Soul Sep, just go ahead and continue to attack the boss. There's the point where we need to knock down, so if they don't get the knockdown, you get sucked up into a bubble like that and take a stupid amount of damage as well. So you saw what happens when you fail the mechanic on the inside. So make sure that you get the knockdown if you're on inside of the Soul Separation there. So yeah. And after that, it's just going to go ahead and DPS the boss the rest of the way. So anyway, guys, I hope you found the video useful. If you did like the video, make sure to leave a like. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated on all of the Blade and Soul content you could desire. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you at the next video. Peace.